Yeah, g'day folks, Roberto here from Finieri Wood-Fired Ovens, located in Melbourne. Today I'm going to be building a Calabrese 800 one-piece dome precast wood-fired oven. These are made by Sydney Fire Bricks. I'm the Melbourne distributor, so if you're looking for one of these, look up my website. There'll be a link in the description below. So I'm just going to show you how we build a one-piece dome, a Calabrese precast. These precast ovens are made in Sydney. The domes are 100mm thick. So they're quite heavy, and we're going to be building one here. We're out in beautiful Muruduk area. It's a lovely sunny day, so I'll take you through the stages of how we build it. What you can see Adam doing in the background here is we're putting a gantry together because we've delivered the frame. We've poured some concrete in the frame, we've poured the slab. We did that all in the same day, so now we're just going to pick up the frame, move it up over onto the slab, and then we'll build the oven on top of that. It's just a quicker way of pouring the slab and then getting more concrete to pour the frame, so we're doing both in the same day. So we'll go through all the stages. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you have any questions, again, feel free to call me anytime. Look up my website, all the details are there, and we'll show you how it's all built. Okay. Slab's in position. We're now going to start the build. Some foil on the slab, a couple of layers of foil, and then we'll put our calcium silicate board on, and then we'll lay out our floor tiles. There's detailed instructions on site, online, so just follow the pattern and get that floor shape, get the floor down ready for the dome to put on. Push hard, Adam. Right. So we've got this calcium silicate board on, and we want to keep about 80mm minimum off the back to allow for your insulation and your render. If you've got a bigger slab, you can allow a bit more. So what we'll do at this point, we'll trim the calcium silicate board off all around our sides. We'll keep a few pieces, as you'll see to keep a few pieces on the instruction, and they'll go under here, and these are your little trim for the front, so they'll sit on the front there. This paper will sit on there, be able to see that, and then the silicate board we trim off here will go under there, so we'll do that now. Alright, so that was a bit of fun. So we've dropped that dome on. It's good if you've got a tractor or a forklift or an engine hoist. You can do it with anything you like if you buy the one piece. Otherwise they do come in a two piece, and as a two piece, two men can easily lift each piece and just drop it on position. So once you've dropped your dome on, centre it all as best you can. Make sure it's going to be centred with the front arch. Just going to build our arch now. You get two bits of pre-cut timber with some spacers, screw them all together, make sure it's nice and square. We'll put it on the base there now, and then we'll just glue our arch on. You'll see how easy that is. That won't take long at all. Alright, so I'm going to build the brick arch now. So just face your bricks out. Again, look on the instructions, very easy. You're going to have two 63s, I think they are, and that's the width of the front of the brick here. And then some 51s, I believe, which is the width of the front. They'll stand out. So we'll just start at the bottom. We'll only use 2 to 3mm of mortar, and you're going to find on the template's going to be cut on straight lines. Each angle of that straight line is where the brick should finish, so you'll soon pick up whether you're too thick or too thin. So lay out all your bricks. The arch is in position. Just glue them all together. You'll see how that is very easy, very quick. This is a very quick job, so I'll do that for you right now. Forgot to mention, very important, underneath your frame here, stick some wedges in. right? Put some wedges under there. So you've lifted your timber frame up just a touch. Very important, because from there, once you've done your dome, you just pull your wedges out, the timber frame will drop and it'll pull straight out. Otherwise you'll be trying to wiggle this thing out because it's going to fit too tight. So a couple of wedges, so it'll just drop and pull right out. So with these you're going to find four with a beautiful clean smooth face and four with a cut, probably a cut face. The cut face obviously goes to the back and the smooth face goes towards the front. Don't pre-wet these bricks. None of the bricks in these ovens need to be soaked. The only time you would soak one of these bricks is if you needed to cut one for some reason, but everything's pre-cut, so there's no need to soak these bricks. You would just put the glue on. This air set mortar doesn't like water. So when you even go to clean the front of this, we'll let this go off and we're going to scrape it clean, but you won't be sponging it with a wet sponge to try to get this stuff. Just a very damp sponge, apply it on, scrape it off, apply it on, scrape it off. Yeah, so we're going to let those bricks go off before I clean these up. We'll now put some alfoil over the dome. Extra insulation, and helps for water, get any moisture to run away from the oven, and then we'll put the fire blanket on as well. So we've got our fire blanket on. Now we're putting our chicken wire on, and we'll pull that nice and tight. Get some nice long nails with a head on them. Drive them into the silicate board around the bottom, and then use that to hook your chicken wire onto, and then to tie some tie wire on there and just pull it nice and tight. Alright, so that's it for today. It's easy to do it over. It's 2 easy days work here. Tomorrow we'll put the render on. Okay, it's Roberto here, we're back. So today we're going to render the oven. To render we use boral sand and cement. So for every 20 kilo bag of boral cement we put in a handful of builder's clay or premium clay. You can get it through boral stockers if you look them up. It's not common in any hardware, but you can find it. So we'll mix up a few bags. For this size oven, the 800, we'll probably put about 6-7 bags on. I was going to put a nice decorative brick trim on this oven. I thought I had one, but I don't have one, which is not going to matter at this point. So we're just going to render the oven, and then I'll come back and put the decorative brick trim and a little flue kit, just a nice little feature that we put on at the end, and we'll put that on after. If you've got one, if you get an oven and it comes with it because you've pre-ordered it, you would do that now as you built the arch, put your brick trim on and then render it last, but either way it's still going to work out fine. So we'll render it now, we'll show you how we do that. We'll just mix it in the bucket, put it on the top, then pull it down, push it into the mesh through the chicken wire onto our render, and we'll put quite a few nice coats on that on, and we'll show you how that looks. So we'll do that now. Very good, cheap little tool from Bunnings. You can buy them in a pack of 3. Beautiful. Once you've slapped it on with this, gives it a nice shape. It's very flexible, so it bends. You can try to smooth it. So now I'm just going to go over, finish rendering it, and smooth it off and get it. Make sure it's got a nice symmetrical shape. Then we'll go around it, and with your finger, just poke holes in it. Poke holes all around it. Make sure you've got a good 30 mil all the way around. That's a good indication. If it's thin spots, put a bit more on, and then stand back and make it all look nice and symmetrical. Let it go off a bit and we'll polish it off. Okay, so we've rendered that. We've waited for it to go off a little, and we've just finished it off nicely, like this one. Should be almost perfect. Now you can build this oven in one day. If you started early in the morning, get your render on as soon as possible, probably at 2 o'clock. But depending on the weather, you might be there all night waiting for it to go off. So I like to do it over 2 days. As you saw yesterday, we laid the base, built the front arch, put the chicken wire and blanket on, and then just today we came and put the render on, and we've given it a few hours to go off. So we get a beautiful finish out of it. I'll come back and I'll finish off that flue arch. Once that all goes off, the Calabrese 800, ready for curing. Perfectly built, beautiful. Alright, see you next time. You might be able to get a crowbar even on it.
Yeah. Have you got a crowbar?